of them was meeting George Bush. We have some pictures we're going to show about that experience, but what was that like? And Mike said you were playing catch at one point. So what do you talk with the president about when you're playing catch? Do you talk about baseball? Do you ask if you could slump off on your taxes for a few years? What was that conversation like?
You know what? If I would have thought about that, I might have talked about that. We came and met the team in a clubhouse, and it was awesome. And then he's got the bulletproof vest on underneath the jacket, so he always throws a little bit to get loose and get used to it. And so it was myself and him throwing in the cage, and then one Secret Service was in there, and it was just us. And I mean, he was asking from where I'm from, and I told him, and he's like, "Oh, blue collar." He loved like this area, and he talked about asked me about my parents, and I told him my dad went to Naval Academy, so he was just. I mean, what a guy! I had a blast with him, and got to see him a couple more times throughout my career, going over to the White House, and we became good friends with his chief of staff, and had some breakfast, had some lunches there, and just got to see him a couple more times. So it was just a great guy, and an honor to meet him. He's just a big baseball guy. He loves talking about baseball, and he would go on and on about baseball if you let him.
Yeah, he was a big baseball guy. His affiliation with Texas and stuff like that.
Yeah, he knew one guy on our team, Joey Eishen. He was like, "Oh, Joey, we traded you." It was literally like 11, 12 years earlier. He's like, we traded you in 1994 for Oil Can Boyd, and I mean, he named like 5 people, and Joey was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you actually knew who I was."
That's amazing.